We definitely don't want to finish the stream yet. Oh my goodness, we're live.
I don't know if we are.
Buffering face. I think maybe it's now.
Okay.
Morning, everyone. It is Lizzie, Rob, and
Gelb.
Here from Zero to Revenue Challenge, and we're really excited to go live. One thing that we knew for sure when we set out for a week taking a product from idea to revenue is that we knew that the unexpected would happen, and so far we've been right.
If any of you have been watching some of our videos before about this really beautiful space that has this lovely backdrop and all that kind of stuff, it's still there. We just can't get in right now. So right now we're in a nice little cafe across the street from where we need to be. So as soon as they get in and as soon as they open up, we'll
move over into our space.
We'll move over into our space.
So best laid plans, but things that we're already grateful for this morning is that actually it's not snowing like it was at the weekend. We were stood outside for a very long time.
Yeah.
We also found a place that was open before 8 o'clock in the morning to grab a cuppa and have a chat.
Very
so
nice.
We're grateful for that.
Ryan's. Thanks, Ryan.
Yes, cheers, Ryan. There you go. And we also have some warm drinks, so I think it's going to be okay. So for those of you who are thinking, what on earth have I clicked on and what am I watching? We want to give you a wee bit of background to Zero to Revenue Challenge. So myself, Gelb, and Ben, who you will meet later today, he is dialing in remote. So we
just telling him.
We're telling him where we are, what's happened, and where we hope to be over in the building pretty soon. But this week is all about pulling back the curtain and showing the reality of startup life. And this is a pretty good way to start the week because this is real. How many times have you planned for the best and then realised that all the plans went out the window and you just have to deal with it? And so this has been one of those mornings for us.
Yeah. So what exactly are we supposed to be doing today? Should we...
We've got a plan and everything. Should we talk through it?
Yeah, let's talk through our schedule here, just so that people know.
Currently sharing one screen.
Yeah,
because,
exactly.
One screen, one laptop.
That
It's all
doesn't
good.
make sense. So today is, and we'll be sharing our full schedule on as soon as we get in the actual room. But we have a pretty cool set today. Everything is centered around us actually getting started and getting Ben started and ready to go. So within the next hour, hopefully we'll get in the space, we'll get settled, we'll talk with Ben, we'll have a briefing with Ben about what he needs to get started and kick off. And then Lizzie and I will speak a bit around 9 o'clock UK time about the specific problem that we're looking at, and go through the stuff that we were finding out from this survey that we did. At about 9:30, 9:30, we'll talk about competitors and alternatives, and we'll just basically take some time and go off and find some. So if any of you, while watching, think of any competitors or alternatives, or tell us how you accomplished the problem that we're looking at, tell us, and then we can keep track of that on the Slack channel. And
yeah, something to talk about there is our Slack community is growing. It's been building up for the past week as we've started to interview founders and ecosystem experts and do customer interviews. And already there's been really some great suggestions, some resources shared, some lots of behind the scene footage like us trying to get into the building this morning. So if you want to be part of that community, you can find out more on zerotorevenue.com.
And if you do join the Slack community on zerotorevenue.com, you're going to get an email sent to you with a link to join Slack.
It's a nice big
directly.
button.
It's a big button.
Slack.
So some people haven't seen that. So just remember that if you do sign up, you'll get that email immediately. After we talk about our competitors and alternatives at around 10 o'clock, we're going to do a business model canvas exercise. It's just a way for us to try and get all of our thoughts out on one nice piece of paper, and we're going to use a pretty cool tool called Millinote for that. At 11 o'clock, Lizzie and I will be talking through lead generation ideas. So while Ben is making the product, it's going to be really important for us to actually find people to use the product.
Sure.
So we're going to be brainstorming, and then we're going to go off and try and create our own MVPs for each of our kind of lead gen ideas that we're working on. I haven't really talked about that. I haven't really thought about it, but
we'll be doing that live.
That'll be doing at 1 o'clock. If you're thinking about your schedules, at 1 o'clock we're gonna regroup with Ben, and we're gonna do a midday check-in. At 2 o'clock, I'm really excited that our friend Andrew Johnson is going to come in and talk about meditation, mindfulness, and the cool businesses that he's starting.
So even if your day didn't start off as ours has, everyone can do with a little bit of mindfulness, a little bit of a pause, a little bit of a break. So yeah, 2 o'clock I think is going to be a winner for us, certainly.
From 3 o'clock for about an hour or two, you've been talking with some customers, and they've kindly agreed to be recorded.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be showing those recordings starting at 3 o'clock. That's
different customer discussions, questionnaires, and yes, some amazing people in the local Scottish ecosystem who have dived into that for us.
We'll also speak with a couple of cool guests. I think then we'll be sharing their details on live.
We just got some really good news. Can I share?
Oh, what was there? A thing?
So Alan, who is amazing, has just said that he's physically inside the building, and that to me is music to my ears. It's 6 minutes past 8. That's not bad.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So then we'll wrap up this, and then we will go see you in a second, I guess. Or actually, no, we'll wait until Alan's all set up.
I think let's let Alan,
wait until Alan's all set
switch
up.
on the machines, get the lights activated.
So after our kind of talks around 6 p.m. UK time, and that would be
12.
Wait,
you have them times?
Oh, I have them right there.
You don't even need
11
to
o'clock. 11 o'clock Pacific time. 2 o'clock Eastern time. I don't know if that's right. I'm going to have to check that. We'll also just be doing live working. So if you're not, if you're bored or you're having a day where you would just want something in the background, tune in, because chances are we're either going to be just silently working, so you can work along with us.
Yeah, like that thing that you do on YouTube. I sometimes do that. Are you a weirdo like that?
No, I'm not a weirdo.
Oh no, I totally am a weirdo like that. You know, like sometimes you just want to do some deep work, but you want to be accountable that someone else is sat with you working.
Okay.
There are YouTube channels with people just working. So we will be that for you.
I'm going to have a very it's quite a loud keyboard that I asked you to bring in. So it's clack, 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 clack. So if you like the clacks, then you're welcome to come and tune in. But between the hours of like 6 and 7 UK time, if you hop on the Slack channel, we'll be answering any questions that anybody has, whether it's tools that we're using or thought process that we're going through or decisions that we've made.
What development we've done that day.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. And then at 7, which is at 3 p.m. Eastern time, noon Pacific time, we will do our kind of final check-in with Ben of the day, and then each of us will just demo what it is that we've kind of achieved. And that's going to be Monday. So maybe you want to talk a bit about how you're feeling leading up to this, while I talk with Alan and just see how everything's going.
I will do that. Do some live buffering. Something that Gelb and I have got in the habit of is we have a feelings check-in, and this is to kind of just double check. It's not a problem-solving space. It's not a like, oh yeah, I can fix that for you. We can make sure we get this sorted. It's just so that we're able to share it out loud where our head's at, and then we find out that it's easier to be able to support each other if we do that. So if I'm going to say how I'm feeling this morning, before I arrived at the building and was waiting outside, I was feeling quite nervous, mostly about live streaming, quite excited about getting stuck into the problem and seeing development start. Now I kind of feel like, well, we just had to roll with it. So I feel like it's just happened, and it will just happen. So I feel hopeful. I think once we move over the road, it'll be nice to get settled in. I think the thing that I am most looking forward to is having people interact with us. And already that's been pretty good. I know that there have been really nice comments and messages sent to us this morning saying good luck for the week and excited to see what you build. And I am, just having shown that picture, I'm really lucky to have seen a beautiful sunrise in Leith this morning with reflections of a boat off the water of Leith. It's pretty nice. So that's how I'm feeling. And you're currently sharing the live stream link where you can, and we're speaking to Alan. We should introduce Alan, even though he's not present here. So Alan is amazing. He is volunteering his time and his kit from Product Forge to help us with the live stream. So although just now we're sat in front of a laptop over in the room that you'll be able to see, because we're going to walk you up the stairs. We're going to show you the library that we're recording from, and you'll see the setup. So over the weekend, we've been in and setting up lights and testing out a green screen. That's going to be pretty good fun. I'm quite excited about the whiteboard because I'm such a whiteboarder. Sometimes I just need to think by scribbling things out, writing things down and designing a flow. So that's going to be pretty good too. So Alan's just getting that all warmed up and booted up for us, and then we'll be able to head across the road. I'm not really sure how we will do that with the live stream, but
I think he's going to take control, and then we're going to
wait. So he's going to be on camera.
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know what he's going to do.
maybe he'll show the book case. That's what you call it.
Maybe
Bookcase. I knew it wouldn't be very long until I actually forgot a word. It's been something that I've had a fear about in terms of how am I feeling. That's been my fear all week, is I will just forget words.
Oh, I do that all the
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why there's two of us. So it'll be grand. It's only 11 minutes past, so
yeah,
we're just getting
in there. How I'm feeling, I guess. I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, I think that there are a whole bunch of like little things like sharing the schedule and making sure that we've scheduled all these wonderful conversations that we've had that I was hoping to do this morning. But that obviously is the case, as you say, that things just don't work out sometimes. So just gonna have to roll with it and do it live. We'll do it live. So yeah, I'm really excited to get stuck in and start checking with Ben and seeing how he's feeling and what it is that we can do to support him. My big goals for today, which I guess I'll say again with Ben, are that I want our landing page up. I want a Stripe button up so people can actually start paying us if they even don't know what it is that we're doing.
Yeah.
And then like some really cool lead gen just ideas out there. The thing I guess I'm worried about, I haven't really thought about the business model canvas on purpose, but
that we can really think about
I just don't know how nicely that'll look. But yeah, I'm just kind of excited for us to kind of get settled into the space and get set up and ready to go.
I think what might be cool, for those of us that haven't had a chance to meet each other, people who are watching, people who haven't had a chance to meet us yet, maybe we could describe a bit about why we're here at 12 minutes past 8 on a Monday morning, streaming from McAfee, and also just why we're doing Zeros Red.
Right. So if you've joined us, broadcast already in progress, we have this beautiful space at Anywhere Works in Edinburgh, ready to go for us. That's hosting us for the week. Beautiful location in this library with this lovely green screen and all these fancy things. Problem is that we can't seem to get in the building, and actually we just heard from Alan, neither could they. Like they were having a problem as well. So thankfully it doesn't seem like we're just
inept with doors
losing life here. So they have been able to get in now, but we've been kind of sitting out. You've been sitting outside for about an hour. But as soon as they have it all ready and set up, we're then going to move across the street and have our call with Ben and then get going.
Yeah. So just a recap. Sure.
Let's
just
recap.
A recap. Let's not do that.
That should be the name of like a
what would it be?
A retrospective, a recap.
A recap?
Yeah.
Only for the things that went badly. Yeah. So just to recap, we are starting off the Zero to Revenue Challenge, taking a product from idea to revenue in 1 week. As Gelb said, we'll be running tests. We'll have landing pages and the ability to pay. So who knows, maybe we'll even make revenue in one day when you start supporting us. But what led us to start Zero to Revenue Challenge?
So we are both co-founders of Condava, and that is a B2C company. So that's like business to consumer. So it's a consumer app. It is a pre-revenue product, and we've been doing it for now coming up to 3 years in terms of like whole idea, in terms of trying to validate the idea, trying to build a product, and trying to grow the user base. So this is the polar opposite to that, of like trying to find an idea, build a thing, and get it to revenue all in the space of a week. We wanted to kind of work out a lot of, at least personally, I want to work out like a lot of this nervous energy, running a company that requires like quite a lot of investment, and a lot of funding, and a lot of planning when it comes to growth is tough. And we had been going through a stage where it was about 18 months of where we had less than 2 months worth of runway for about 18 months, and that was tough. It was really tough. And so we've been. Has there been a message down there? we've been working on trying to regroup and rethink how we want to grow Kindava going forward. And then at the same time, Ben, a friend of mine who is a maker of many things, was suddenly available for a week. And we thought, you know what, let's just try building something. Let's try getting something built. And so that's personally why I'm...
Yeah, so it's fallen at the perfect time for us. Well, we're waiting for what does our next package of funding look like for Kindava. As Gelb said, we wanted to jump into something that was a kind of absolute extreme opposite to what Kindava is. So straight to revenue, B2B, something new and challenging. So I think we've definitely got the challenge barometer is up there. We've not sat here and said let's do something easy and chill out for the week. But I'm hoping that we're gonna learn a lot. I think already we've had the chance to engage with a load of really, really good people on this project. And I think that's something interesting. The number of people who have said, it really speaks to me, the fact that you're trying to pull back the curtain, you're trying to show that it's not just all success, it's not just all happy, shiny, smiley things that happen when you're running a startup. Somebody said to me the other day, actually, it's not just like living the lifestyle of we're doing it right now, sitting in a cafe and having your MacBook open. It's about hard times, it's about making tough decisions, having difficult conversations, and just getting stuff done. So
plus, it gave us an excuse to talk to some really cool people. We've talked to like over 30 people. Just about some
from
awesome
everywhere,
stuff.
right? Like
everywhere,
all over the world.
All over the world. So we're going to be bringing you those conversations as well.
So we are just checking up with the whole team. So Ben is based down in Hampshire, so that's down in England. And
sorry, is it Hampshire?
I thought it was Hampshire.
I don't really know the difference. I'm sorry.
Thanks for that challenge. I mean, he's on Slack, so you can ask him, but that's what I think. And Alan is helping us out over in Edinburgh Works, so he's just getting the space set up just now. Tools that we are using already today are Slack. So we have our Slack community that we'll be communicating and essentially running the whole week out of Slack. So you're going to see our team communications, our product development and decisions. Already we've had discussions on Slack about the logos and colors. What else have we been using this morning? Oh, the live stream. What's our multi-streaming?
Restream.
Restream. So that's enabling us to stream to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch.
Facebook too.
Facebook. Yeah. So those are tools that we're using so far. I'm just gonna out you as one of your favorite channels in our Slack is the one all about tools.
This tool, that tool, which I haven't been adding to yet, but I will be.
But
I love all the different
so
tools.
I had a customer interview with someone who you're going to see later today, who mentioned afterwards. She said, "Oh, what new tools are you guys using?" And I said, "You know, it should be Gelb that you're speaking to about this because he loves that." And she said, "Oh yeah, I know. We often exchange emails."
Who was it?
I couldn't possibly say live.
Okay. All right.
But it was really nice. She was like, "Oh yeah, we exchange recommendations often." So yeah, if you like to know what people are currently using and what tools they love, or if you have a tool that you think we should try out, let us know, because this one will.
I'll drive right in and play around with it and probably like try and break it, not on purpose.
We are also using Coda, so that is where we have our kind of home base for the schedule that we have. We're using it as a Kanban board as well in terms of moving development for the product through it. And I think Gelb's become quite a dab hand. That's such an Edinburgh phrase.
Hand.
Quite a dab hand.
I don't know that one.
Quite handy at, quite good at using it and setting it up. So we are looking at that at the moment, and later you will be able to see, we'll be sharing our screen and showing you the tools that we're using as we develop them.
Sorry, I'm just trying to do multiple things at once. Yeah, do it.
The sun is now almost blinding me, but I think we might check in with Alan, see how it looks across the road, and then head over. What you will be able to see when we cross the street, I'm just looking at the junction now, we have 2 roads that we need to cross. One has tram tracks on it, so I think we'll be using the traffic lights and being as safe as possible. And then we're going to head into Anywhere Works, and we'll be able to show you the space as we walk up the stairs. There are 4 flights of stairs. It's a proper traditional Edinburgh building. It's got a wooden banister on a kind of spiral staircase. It's absolutely beautiful in daylight today. And then we'll get ourselves set up in the library. And we picked the library. They had 6 rooms, do they? 8 rooms?
Yeah, something like that. They're beautiful. We'll take you on a big tour.
Yeah, we will. We'll show you all around. But we like the library because, well, the books are arranged in colour order, so that's pretty nice. And the lighting was really good. And it's right at the top of the building. And Alan says we're good to go. So that was great news. But it's at the top of the building, so we've got the floor to ourselves and we don't have to
Bother anyone.
Bother
Okay,
other people.
with that, we've gotten to go ahead with Alan. We're gonna finish up here. We're gonna stop the stream. We're gonna go in and we're gonna take round 2.
Yeah.
we're gonna
two.
try round 2. Alrighty. See you in like 10 minutes.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.